Hey everyone.
Ruby! Come here, Ruby. Come here, let me fix you up, baby.
Hello, Snooty. Hello, little Snooty. Roblox is dead. Roblox, I'm moving to tomorrow. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Ruby.
Yeah, Dallas was rooting for Roblox tonight. Hi guys. What's up? Goon. Hi, Rancher Lex. Soleil. Yes, mama. Hi, Rat Queen, Damien, Marble Sky, Ambi Virtual, Cliff Abel. Hello. Shadow Luna, thank you so much for the 27 months. Rudy, baby, Rudy.
Hey, you, come here.
Baby girl. Do you see her trotting in the mirror? Excuse me. What is all that? What is all that then? What is all that, baby? Hey. Amy, hello. She's been great all night.
No, come here.
All night. Hello. Chair stream. That tap to mute mic is so helpful. This is an Elgato Wave 3 microphone. It's very good. I really like it. Yeah, I've had it for a couple years. It has peak protection, which is why I got it. So it like adjusts on the fly real quick. If I start screaming, it doesn't like, because I get loud sometimes, and it was really annoying watching clips of mine back, and the audio is like getting all crackly and everything because I'm screaming or just, you know, enunciating. It is a USB mic. It is a USB mic, which USB mics get a lot of flack from like audio engineers and stuff like that. But like, shut up. We don't need to gatekeep audio. Let's be fucking serious here. It is an Elgato Wave 3. Not 4. There might be a 4 coming out. I don't know, but it's a Wave 3. I think there's a Wave 1 as well, but I can't speak for that one. I used a Snowball for a really long time, and then I switched to a Yeti, and then my Yeti was starting to die, and this microphone came out, so I switched to the Elgato Wave 3 about when it came out, and I've loved it ever since. There's some great USB condenser mics. I literally just bought one for travel. That's great, Hannah. I've wanted to look into something else, but what I've got works pretty great, so, you know, I'm gonna stick with it. Hi, Danny. Hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Thank you for the 74 months. Hello, everybody. So, ooh. Did you hear my neck? Ooh. I don't know if you guys fucking heard that. That might have just been up directly into my brain. But anyway, it cracked. Hello all. So, I am starting my stream rather late today. As you can tell, we spent the day with Dallas's sister and her babies. She has 2 kids, and they were delightful. His niece is 4, I think. I think she's 4. And she is wild. We went to Barnes & Noble, and she was dancing on that stage that they, like, read to the kids. And she freaking jumped into a split. Like, honey, why am I watching Drag Race when I've got a show right here? Like, she was a dancing diva. She was great. She was like, sit down. So I sat in one of the chairs, and she, like, tap danced, and then, like, she went, like, like that down on the ground, and like freaking Spider-Man, like a Spider-Man split. I was like, oh my god, so much. And she was like, you dance now, and I was like, with these knees, with these knees. But she was really fun. It was fun hanging out with her and getting to see Dallas' sister. We got lunch. We went to a place called Burrito Gallery, which has a couple locations in Jacksonville. I don't know anywhere else, but it's really good. And yeah, and then we came home and we had to get up at like 10:30. And that's very early. That is very early for us. And so I'm tired. That's basically it. I was tired. We came home at like 4:30. And I just was like, I got a second coffee and I still was not awake enough to stream. So took a nap and then ate dinner. I finished half of my burrito and then now I'm here. So no Roblox tonight, but I'm going to play it tomorrow. I was going to play Mario Wonder tomorrow and Saturday, but I'll let people get ahead of me. And then that way they can watch and not feel like I'm spoiling anything, which, like, it's a Mario game, which I don't really think that there's much to spoil plot-wise. But I think for, like, figuring out how to beat a level or some of the fun little things the Wonder Flower or whatever it is does, like, I get it. So, yeah, I'll be playing it on Saturday. I'll be playing Roblox tomorrow. You woke up at 10:30 a.m. Yeah, that's early for us. Usually I wake up around, like, noon because I stream until, like, 1 a.m., you know? So our sleep schedule is a little weird, but we're working around a person with a functioning sleep schedule and real life. It's a little warm in here. Fan on. But yeah. So that's how our day went. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna stream at all, and I thought about streaming Cobblemon, but I'm here. I'm playing. Man, most of the day is over at 10:30. No, no, it is not 10:30 a.m. No, the day is just getting started. I feel that's like the best time to like be awake. I feel like. Waking up at 10 a.m. is perfect because, like, you feel like you slept in, but you didn't sleep the whole day away. Like, that's kind of my goal time, I feel. I'd like to get... Because we used to do that. We used to wake up at, like, 10 to 11 a.m. We'd go out, we'd walk Ruby, and we'd have a very productive day, but I just haven't... I don't know. We have not been great about that for, like, a year. I don't know what happened. I think it's because we don't... Our TV's in our bedroom, we used to have a TV in our bedroom as well at our old place, but we spent all of our time in there because we didn't hang out on our couch because we hated our couch. We didn't like our living room. Now we love our couch, so we'll end up not getting off the couch until like 2 o'clock in the morning and then decide, okay, it's bedtime. Whereas before, we'd go into the bedroom to watch TV at midnight, and by 1 o'clock, I'm fucking asleep. So, like, it was a little bit of a better situation for falling asleep, but, you know, it is what it is. But I decided, you know, I'm going to shiny hunt because my luck has been pretty good. I have been shiny hunting in Omega Ruby, and just, like, you know, something to do while we watch TV. And I got a shiny Minun, which I think I showed yesterday. But last night, I was running around just trying to find a Volbeat, and I got a random shiny full odds Roselia, which is so great, you know? So I'm in the middle of a little shiny hunting Gen 6 sort of renaissance in my life, and I'd like to capitalize on it. So I'm gonna do some hunting, get some encounters in, just kind of hang out, shoot the shit. I thought about playing Cobblemon because I found a floating island. I've never in my life seen an entire, like, I've seen like a handful of blocks that spawn that are floating in the air. Because like when the world was generated, they got generated like next to a mountain, you know? Like I've seen that. But this is fully like a Tears of the Kingdom floating island. And it even is like fall colors and everything. Because I think Sammy has like a biome mod. But like I don't think it's supposed to affect, like I don't think it's supposed to spawn floating islands. But yeah, it's really crazy. It's really cool. So I wanted to start setting up a base camp up there. Because it's really pretty. And, you know, just kind of play some Cobblemon, catch some more stuff. But I'm playing Pokemon in a different way instead. So anyway, here we are. I saw the X of Dallas praising you, not the X. We're really calling it that? We're really gonna start calling it the X? That's ridiculous. It's so silly. Why did my thing not... Is it not on my counter? Hold on. There we go. All right. We have, well, we were about to be caught up with Drag Race, but then they dropped a new episode of UK today. And we watched the premiere, like, the day it came out, and then we didn't watch for, like, 2 weeks. Not because we didn't like it, but, like, I don't know. We're watching so many things. We've been watching American Horror Story, because I've never seen, like, any of them. So we watched Coven, then we watched Murder House, now we're making our way through Asylum. We have Halloween Baking Championship that we're watching. We've been watching Dance Moms. Just a lot of shows. So, like, I have not really been, like... Plus, honestly, Season 15 of Drag Race was so good. Like, that to me felt like a return to form of Drag Race. Like, it really felt like old school Drag Race in terms of, like, some of the drama, the confessionals we're giving. Like, really, like... In the name of the Father and the Son, and Lux and Mistress, amen. Like, Rue, Michelle, Lux and Mistress, like, they carried that fucking season. Like, season 15 is just so good because of most of the cast. Like, obviously, Sasha fucking ate. But, like, Lucy, Mistress, and Lux just, like, constantly going at each other. Like, it was so good. And then All Stars 8 was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, I loved Jimbo on it. And, like, some of the other contestants had some cute moments. Like, I think Lala did really well, you know. But I think just the season itself was kind of just really weak. Like, the challenges did not really fit the skill sets of the queens that were on there in majority. I don't know. It just was like, oh my god. This is just so, like... ChatGPT created a season of Drag Race. Very run of the motions, you know. I don't know. I mean, the fact that the girls genuinely did not like each other during filming really helped. Yeah. On season 15, absolutely. Irene said that the Lucy and Mistress cannot be around each other still. Oh my god. You know they're gonna get those bitches on All Stars together. You fucking know it. Literally, we could have an All Stars 2 level All Stars if they literally just make it season 15 the remix. Because that's what All Stars 2 is. It's season 5, episode 2. Like, it's literally like... It could be so fucking good. It'd be so good. I'm praying. I'm praying for it. I'm fucking praying for it. But, you know, after, like, All-Stars 8 was like, okay, like, let's get on. Let's keep going through it, you know. It has some high points, but most of it is just, like, very middle of the road for Drag Race. It's not bad. It's not unwatchable. But, you know. Hello, Anne. Sorry, I was spending my day with Dallas's family and having a great time, just nurturing the childhood of his niece and doing funny voices and silly voices and eating burritos and chips. So I was very tired today, so I did not stream at my normal time. I'm sorry. We've been over it though. I've apologized. Okay. Gosh. It's Dallas's niece. She's not my niece. It's Dallas's niece. But she's really funny. She's got so much energy. She loves Halloween. She's not afraid of anything. So like we're walking through the Halloween aisle at Target, and there's like decorations and stuff that would have scared the shit out of me as a kid. But she's like, skeleton! Werewolf! Rawr! And I'm like, if that was at my friend's house, I fully would have been like, I want to go home. I can't be here. It's too scary. It's so funny. Jimmy, I have never met someone who is genuinely afraid of pretend scary things as a kid. Well, now you have, so I'm happy to be that for you. I'm happy to be your first for something like that. You know, it's really special. Happy birthday, Anne, by the way. Happy birthday to Anne. I was 2 when it was actual Halloween night. I liked certain Halloween specials, but really the things that got me were like practical effects, I think. Because like I loved certain Halloween episodes of shows, but it was when my child brain had a really hard time distinguishing like practical effects as like not real things. Like I had a very vivid imagination, so like it didn't seem like these were fake to me when I was watching those movies. So like if it was a movie with practical effects, it really scared me. I don't know. They really creep me out. Every Halloween, my dad plays the sound of a man evil laughing next to our front door as kids approach. That's really funny. I was too afraid to be anything scary for Halloween too. There was a lot of, I'm Scooby-Doo, I'm Thomas the Tank Engine, and then my friends are like, I'm Freddy Krueger. And I'm like in a lineup of a bunch of boys dressed up as like police officers, Freddy Krueger, Chucky, and then I'm Pikachu. Like, anyway. But yeah, and then Drag Race not Freddy Krueger. Yeah, a little, you know, I feel like I've just seen one recently that was pretty great Freddy Krueger cosplay. But yeah, but then Down Under season 3, I was like, what is this? Like, I feel very bad for the queens on Down Under. Season 2 of Down Under was kind of everything because they cast some queens over 30 on that season who like were seasoned performers and didn't really give a fuck about how they were going to be portrayed on TV, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I just did not like, I was just kind of burnt out from All Stars 8, and then like I had other things to watch, so I dropped off on Drag Race Down Under season 3. It just was like there was nothing really happening, and the production of that show is really doing these queens a disservice by making their season, the sets and the challenges feel like fucking WoW Presents YouTube channel skits. Like, this is not, like, it doesn't feel like a TV show. And it's not fair to the contestants who are, like, going to Drag Race looking for a platform, I think, because they're just, like, they end up going there and they're, like, they're in a 100 square foot room. Like, it's just so, I don't know. I just was, like, very burnt out. But this season of UK has been great so far. Lots of really funny people on it. I liked it. I liked the first 3 episodes. We haven't seen the one from today. We'll probably watch that tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. No happy birthday chipmunk song for Anne. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Tomorrow, I would like to play more Roblox horror games because we are getting close to Halloween. And I really wanted to play, I really wanted to stream today, but I literally, I fucking fell asleep, bitch. I was very tired when we came home. So, I didn't wake up until, like 7 something. We came home at, 4. I was knocked the fuck out. So... yeah, but tomorrow I'll be playing Roblox tomorrow instead. And I'm looking forward to it. Down Under is Drag Race with Dragula's budget, which is not meant. I mean,
well,
I'm 27 and I'm still living with my parents in Overland Park. I have an art history degree from a night school. My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I drive a 91 Dodge Neon. I have ovarian cysts. Sometimes I pee the bed still. I have alopecia. The only man who wants to fuck me is my 48-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball. So I guess better than you. Deskai! Thank you for the 46 months on tier 2. Thank you. See, the thing between Drag Race and Dragula is Drag Race gets a low budget and it looks low budget. Dragula, I feel like they do a really good job of working with what they have. Outside of the Titan season with that, main stage looking the way it was just so they could, have them drop into the fucking abyss like Ellen in that episode where she had the Jersey Shore cast on. I feel like the boudoir on Dragula looks really great. I think that they do a pretty great job with the budget they have, you know? So I don't want to compare them and use that as, a dig. Drag Race, I feel like they don't need, I don't know. It's really weird the way they handle Down Under. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because, I feel like there's potential there to have, a really successful offshoot franchise. But I don't know why it looks the way it does. I guess the company that distributes it doesn't give a fuck. Maybe their entire budget is spent on getting Rue to be a part of it, and they don't have any left for anything else. But I don't know. I really don't know. I think the fact that they didn't have guest judges for the first 2 seasons was, really... I get for the first one because it was COVID, I think. That kind of makes sense. But, then if you can't get guest judges every week, get a 4th permanent judge. Because having 3 people there, it really feels like... Drag Race Down Under feels like... Even though RuPaul is there, it really feels like... Back in the day, I would sometimes go to the iCarly YouTube channel or iCarly.com, and it would be Freddie, Sam, and Spencer all doing stuff. Carly was not a part of it, and it felt like this is DVD bonus content. This is bonus features. This, what is this? What are we doing here? We're just having fun. Okay, that's fine. I'm not watching it though. It just doesn't feel complete. It feels, incomplete. And, I'm just saying, I can't have Drag Race without the hilarious Ross Matthews. I'm kidding. But, I don't know. It's just, there's something about Drag Race Down Under that really feels what is happening here? It really just feels like filler. And, I don't feel like it's any, that's really a fault of the queens. It really feels like production doesn't fucking build them sets for any of their acting challenges. It's all just green screen stuff they wrote in 30 minutes, and it's never gonna be good. It's just never gonna be good. They had 30 minutes to barely even learn their lines. They don't even know the fucking name of their character, and they're standing in front of a green screen. This is not... You're setting these fuckers up to have like a run-of-the-mill sort of showing of things. I don't know. So I did not care. I did not keep watching. Shuckle Forever 19. Thank you for the 69-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Loving your Gen 6 shiny hunting era. It's really crazy how I went from not caring about Gen 6 the minute Sun and Moon came out till like literally now. But now that in a post Scarlet Violet world where I'm like, oh. Suddenly these games are fucking masterpieces. Just because they run at a stable frame rate. Like, yeah, we had no idea how good we had it. I don't know. Like, I'm playing through Oros, and I'm like, she's not it completely. Like, I feel like Oros would have been, I would not have hated it as much if it didn't feel like they didn't do character customization because they clearly just didn't want to fucking do it. So I was like really annoyed that there was no changeable outfits for Brendan and May in that game. So that already, like, I was just like, oh, weird. This is kind of lame. And like the no battle frontier, like, especially Masuda's comment about how like kids don't even finish our games, so we just didn't put it in there. Like, it really, like, Game Freak's outlook on how the game should be made at the time really soured them for me. And I still feel that way, but because I was so fucking pissed at the time when I played through those games, like, there's a lot that I just completely disregarded. And now playing through it, I'm like, oh, this is actually really cool that they added some, like, new stuff to the routes. Like, you can find Voltorb outside of Sleepport, and that's it. So, they didn't really add that much, but but like, I don't know, it's not that bad. It's really not. Like, the gyms are really cute. I feel like they gave a lot of personality to the gym leaders, which is nice. Mauville getting a complete revamp. It was very cool to, like, explore that. You know, I have some issues with the music. I think some of the songs got really butchered, but yeah, the fact that there's not even the battle tower, it's just the battle chateau from X and Y. It really was like, so you're trying to be like, I don't know. It was really stupid when Game Freak realizes that kids that play Pokemon games are actually in their 30s now. Okay, let's not get it fucking twisted. Pokemon is a game for children. It will always be that. Like, yes, like, we are adults who play these games, and it may seem like the only people that play Pokemon are adults, because I would hope those are the only people you're interacting with on the internet that are playing Pokemon. But that's fully not true at all. That's fully not fucking true at all. Kids are into Pokemon just as much as ever, arguably more so than when I was a kid. Like, Dallas's friend, she's a teacher, and she literally, like, her students look forward all year. I don't know if she's doing it this year because she just had a baby, but her students look forward all year to, like, the Pokemon party that she throws. Yes, like, there are people who grew up with Pokemon that still play Pokemon that are adults and are looking for a more, like, elevated experience. But, like, we are not, like, no. I would say the bulk of the people that play Pokemon are probably, like, at minimum 70% children still. Absolutely. And that's at minimum. Truly. So, let's not kid ourselves that, like, we are the reason Pokemon makes its money. We are, like, a very small segment of the Pokemon audience that is both adults and active on the internet. Also, Game Freak is aware that a lot of their audience is adults. See things like video game championships, TCG, and how much that stuff costs, the amount of work you need to do to participate in those things. Not that children don't play tournaments too. No, absolutely. They know that there are adult Pokemon fans. But as much as we fucking complained about Scarlet Violet on social media, most kids probably got Scarlet Violet for Christmas and fucking lived. Like, they fucking lived. They don't care. They don't care. So, like, it's like, they know with, like, merchandise, they can tap into the adult market a little bit with nostalgia and, like, our disposable income. But we are not the primary audience for Pokemon. I would say the closest thing we will ever get to, like, adult-oriented, mature Pokemon games is Legends Arceus. I think that's why I find it so funny when I see people being like, no Detective Pikachu spoilers, please. I'm like, you pay rent. Why are you buying Detective Pikachu? What are you doing? But yeah, we are not like, it's completely fine. It's completely fine to be an adult that's into Pokemon. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I would be such a hypocrite. For, like, making fun of people. Also, Jimmy, ooh, Roblox, Fortnite! Ooh, Splatoon! Hey, like that, bitch! But, like, you know, I'm not gonna make fun of you for being into Pokemon, but let's not kid ourselves about who the moneymaker is, who, like, the games are built for. Well, Alex is good at Splatoon. I'll fucking block you. I don't care if it's your birthday. I'll block you. Don't make me do it. Go ahead. You don't read my messages anyway. Wow, OMG, I'm so scared. No, you're not. You're so sick. No, I'm not. No. Yeah, I don't know how to get messages deleted from my layout. I don't know what Mel would have to do to get that. Which, like, for this, it's like, whatever, I don't care. But, like, for spoilers, oh my god, it's so annoying. That's why we do Anne book. Which, I did look for Anne's books today at Barnes & Noble. As much as I did just block her, I did look for her books today. I always do. Because I'm like, oh my god, exclamation point Anne book, but real. She has a book. Anne has 2 books that she has illustrated for. Called Measuring Up and Shadow Life. You can buy them. They are both available now. And there's a 3rd one on the way. I think it comes out next year. Did you ever slaw off all your skin? I did. I haven't taken a bath. I haven't bathed at all. I've mostly been taking showers, and I just haven't really, like, wanted to do a full exfoliation. But I took a bath a couple times, and I did use the exfoliating scrubs, and it was very nice. I felt very smooth afterward. I still have, like, a rough patch on my stomach. I have, like, a keratosis pilaris patch there. So I still gotta work on that, but... They are both graphic novels. Measuring Up is more for, like, middle school audiences, I feel. But still thoroughly enjoyable for adults. But Shadow Life is about a woman, like coping with the idea of dying. So, definitely for adults. She isn't really coping with it. Yeah, true. She's like actively fighting it. Actively fighting the idea. This is how I know you didn't read either of them. Not true. Not true. But I'm not going to spoil things about the books at all. Even though I do know things about them. Especially Shadow Life, because I read that more recently. I believe that you turn the pages. Stop! I read it and I loved it. I read it by the beach. Stop. I'm gonna get actually sad. I did read it. Stop it! I loved it! I think I even pre-ordered your next one already. Actually, no, I didn't because we're gonna be moving. So I'm lying. I'm misremembering. I'm not lying. But I forgot that we will not be living here when that book comes out, and I don't want it to get delivered here. That I did open the Amazon page, and then I saw the release date, and I was like, oh, I will have to wait. I thought about getting Shadow Life. I bought my grandmother, it was her birthday recently, and she's really loves to read. But she doesn't read very many graphic novels. She said she read something, which I did write it down, but I don't know where I put the piece of paper. But she said, she's like, oh, I haven't read a graphic novel in like a couple years. I think it was some graphic novel about like Greek mythology, I think was the premise. Yeah, it was Boruto, thank you. So I was like, you know what? She's probably read every fucking book I could probably like ever get for her. I'm gonna get her, because it's perfect for this time of year, I got her Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley. Which I use every day. I am often looking at this book because I'm using it to hold up my computer monitor. So it's at like eye length height for my head. But I read this book when it came out, and I loved it, and it's perfect for this time of year. If you've never read it, you can get through it in like 2 hours. It's a graphic novel. If you love Scott Pilgrim, you know, same artist, different obviously concept, but it's a great book, really great. So I bought her that, and I did think about getting her Shadow Life, but I was like, I don't want to depress her on her birthday about a woman who is similar age to her reading about death. Like, I was like, maybe I don't get her Shadow Life. Like, I was like, maybe this will be a little too much for her to think about. Like, she just lost her fucking husband last year. Or was it? It might have been. No, it was last year. Yeah. So, like, I don't know. You know, I'm not going to do that. I would not be thrilled if I got Farfetch'd here. Does Farfetch know Whirlwind? I always get nervous. Are the two games controlled separately? Yeah, I have two 3DSs in front of me that are modded to output the video to a USB. So, I'm playing on actual 3DSs. I'm so sad. I don't know if I talked about this. So I bought Pokemon X to hunt on. Off of eBay, but the cartridge doesn't work. I tried it on a couple 3DSs. It shows up on the home screen, but it doesn't like Like on the bottom screen on the grid, it shows that Pokemon X is in there. But it doesn't show up on the top screen with like the logo and the jingle. And it doesn't load the game. It says game cart could not be read, which is really annoying. So yeah. The guy who I bought it from on eBay like had great reviews. And he said he tested it himself. Like, I guess they have a couple people working for their store. He said he tested it himself before he sent it out, which, like, I mean, I believe it. Maybe it, like, was shipped in, maybe it was shipped in a truck that was full of magnets or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I have to return it. I need to respond to their email. Because they were like, can you do me a favor and clean it with rubbing alcohol? And a Q-tip. No, it is E-rated, so that means it's an American game, and it even says USA on it. Like, it's not a regional issue. But yeah, it would be PEGI rated if it wasn't US. But yeah, like it should work. But it's a faulty cartridge, so I'm gonna tell the guy, like, I did what you said, and I tried on even more 3DSs. Like, I tried it. We have multiple. Like, I have several 3DSs in my possession, as does Dallas. Like, it's not an issue. It can all, like, it's the game card, so I'm gonna have to send that back and get my money back, but it's fine. I don't need to hunt on more than 2 games. I am thinking about homebrewing one of my Capture 3DSs. Just so I can dump a bunch of my games, like my actual cartridges that I have, onto them. Because it's annoying to switch games often and whatever, but I don't feel like doing it. It takes a while. I just haven't felt like doing it. I did homebrew my Wii U, and that took a long time. I think the 3DS is a lot easier, though. A lot less time sink. I don't really know what word I was looking for there. It'll happen to all 3DS games eventually, but our ORAS games got a bad batch with super short lives. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh yeah, if I can do it, anyone can. These 3DSs, so I got a Capture 3DS back in 2012. And then a couple years ago, Dallas's friend was selling 2 3DS capture units, like really good ones from Loopy, the like one that if you're gonna get a capture unit, you should go to him. I don't actually know their pronouns. I shouldn't assume. But yeah, they like didn't do them for a long time, and now they're back to doing them occasionally. So if you're interested in streaming, go to 3dscapture.com. That's the person who makes them. And they have DS Lite, or DS, the original DS. They do that as well. You're better off sending one in. It's a lot cheaper and more. That's in stock more often than a pre-baked one. But 3DSs were a dime a dozen when I first got mine, so it was easy to just buy one pre-installed. Plus, they were only available for the original 3DS, and I only had an XL, so I was like, I gotta buy a 3DS again. But anyway, the 3DSs that Dallas bought from his friend were homebrewed, or at least one of them was. But yeah, these 2 3DSs here are homebrewed, so I was able to just take Dallas's games, because he was gonna loan me his games, but he didn't want me to delete his file. So what I did was I just took the game files off of the cartridges through the homebrewed 3DSs and just load them onto the 3DSs as like downloaded titles. So I just like duplicated games that we paid for legally. And yeah, so that's how I have the games that I'm playing on now. So I'll get my money back. I'm still able to stream X and Y. And it sucks that I have a broken cartridge, because it would have been nice to have Pokemon X around as a physical game, but whatever. Hunting on 3 games would be nice. But yeah, so maybe what I'll do is I'll homebrew this 3DS that I got years and years and years ago, and Maybe I can even get like a controller mod working or something. That could be kind of cool. I've seen people do that before. But yeah, apparently for the original original 3DS, to homebrew them, you need Mario Kart 7, which I just think is so funny. Like, why? I haven't watched the tutorial to completion. I just like found one to bookmark for later. But I saw that I'll need Mario Kart 7, which I have. Like, I have it twice. Because I bought it not being able to find my copy for like $5 on eBay. And then I found my copy, so I have 2 now. Or maybe one's Dallas's. But anyway, I have 2. But I think it's just so funny that you need Mario Kart 7 on those older 3DSs. New 3DS, you don't. You can just do it. It's a more streamlined process, I guess. But I was emailing with Nintendo before they announced the Oras Dead Carts thing, and they were like, take it back to the place you bought it. Bestie, I bought this 6 years ago. I don't think they want it. Nor will they honor that refund. How many physical games do you think you have? Easily 1,000. For sure. Like, most of my games are back home in New York, because I was like, I don't need to move with all these. I don't have space for them. But I've been, like, slowly bringing a couple back and forth with me. But, like, I used to go to garage sales all the time, Goodwill, and get stuff. I would go to video game vendors halls. Because I was buying them, a lot of them, to, like, do videos about. And I did do videos on a lot of the games that I would buy. But then I was depressed, and I didn't understand that I was depressed, and I never made videos on so many things. But, like, most of the games I own are, like, $2, $3 fucking trash that, like, at the vendor's hall. Like, I don't have, like, 1,000 copies of Earthbound mint in box. Like, I've got, like, this here. I got some games here. Excuse me. These were all probably at most $5 each. I've got Unfabulous for the Game Boy Advance. I've got Let's Ride Sunshine Stables for the Game Boy Advance. And I have Mighty Beans for the Game Boy Advance. Which, I bought all of these to do videos. But I was going to do a whole Mighty Beans retrospective as back a couple years ago for YouTube. And, like, never say never. But I just never ended up doing it. Obviously, Hannah Montana. But yeah, GameStop for a while was liquidating all their GameCube and Game Boy Advance, and even like I don't remember if they were doing physical like original Nintendo DS as well, but they were definitely getting rid of GameCube and Game Boy Advance. And GameCube games for a while were buy 2 get 1 free, and I think I can even look, like, the prices were so good on so many crazy games. Like, so when I first started making YouTube videos and like actually having disposable income in high school, I started going to GameStop and taking advantage of this deal of buy 2 get 1 free on GameCube games, and I filled the fuck up on GameCube games. Mario Strikers, $9.99. Mario Super Monkey Ball, the original, $4.99. Mario Golf, $6.99. And it was like buy 2 get 1 free. These are like fucking like crazy. These go for at least like $30 to $40 each probably, with like all the instruction manuals and everything. So I stocked the fuck up. At the time. Most of my games don't have price tags on them anymore because like a lot of these I got as a kid, but like SSX Tricky $2.99. Yeah, a lot of these I took the labels off. I do have the OG Animal Crossing, and I even have, I bought it at a convention. There we go. I actually have the original N64 Debutsu no Mori Animal Forest for the N64. It's a Japanese game, and I have all the inserts that came with it at the time. Here's the game. And I just think the graphics, like the cards that come with it are so cool. So visually interesting. The guidebook is really, the instruction booklet. You know? It's just really cool. Really cool stuff. But yeah, so I have that. I got this at a convention for like 30 or something like that. I only bought it because it wasn't that expensive. But I just love Animal Crossing so much, so I was like, I'll buy this at a vendor's hall. Support an independent game store that was selling stuff, you know. But yeah, I have so many games. Because Papa loves a bargain. And it also helps that, especially if I like play them on stream or something, I can write them off as business expenses because my job is playing video games, so that's great too. But yeah, if I were to, I probably would have maybe not more than 1,000. I think that's a little overextending, but definitely a lot over the years. You could probably write all of them off, in my opinion. I kind of do. Yeah, because it's research. Like, I kind of do. It's hard to justify it if it's like, I haven't even opened the fucking game. But like, I have bought stuff, and I've been like, this wouldn't make an interesting video. This game is like nothing. So like, that I definitely would consider research, you know. But yeah. If someone can pay $0 on taxes on their huge company, you can write off your games. Yeah, that's what my dad says. My dad was an accountant as a career, and he helps me with my taxes. And he's always like pushing me to write off more things that I'm too nervous about. He's like, Jim, they're not coming for you. Write it off. Like, it's fine. Write it off. I'm like, okay. I used to be really bad. He was like, if you go to conventions, especially if you're like doing hosting gigs and stuff and working, you should be saving your receipts for your Ubers and your meals and writing those off too. And I just would never. I was very bad about doing that. But I did write off my hotels and stuff like that. But I didn't keep my receipts for stuff. Mr. Astonish, thank you for gifting that sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. I would love Shiny Riolu or Azurill. Those are like the two I want the most on this route. And I think the worst possible thing wouldn't even be Bidoof. It would probably be Litleo for me because I just don't like it. I'm neutral on Pyroar. But Litleo I just don't care about. Its shiny is actually pretty good in Pokemon Go, but in this game, it's the normal one is so washed out that I barely can tell the difference. Playing Sonic Superstars, I'm enjoying it so far. I liked it. I was a little disappointed by the music, and the graphics are a little bit... It looks a little plasticky. I kind of wish that they had done a pixel art game, like Mania. And I kind of just wish the game was made by the Mania team, but... the physics feel pretty close to the classic games that, like, I can't complain too much. It's a cute game. Definitely not worth $60, even for, like, someone who loves Sonic like I do. But definitely worth getting at some point. I'm sure it'll go on sale, maybe even before the end of the year. Honestly, check around Black Friday. But, you know, I can write it off. I streamed it. I don't know if I'll stream myself beating it. I think I got my fill of what I wanted to stream of that game. Maybe I'll do a day where I just beat a bunch of the games I'm really close to beating, like Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, all in like one little stream. Not little stream, little segments in a bigger stream. Just kind of tie the loose ends on some stuff that I have. Yeah, Mario Wonder comes out tonight. I'm gonna buy it physically, just because I don't really know if I have much space on my Switch. And honestly, going to the store and buying buying Sonic Superstars physical, I really was like, I'm buying myself a little treat. Like, the dopamine rush was very different. Plus, it's nice to have a box once in a while. And it's not really a game I feel like I'm gonna always want in my Switch. And even then, like, I'll just go get it, you know, it's whatever. So I'll probably buy a physical. That way, if Dallas wants to play it too, we don't both have to buy it on our own Switches. Like, I could just give it to him. I did feel the rush, yes. They're selling poppers at GameStop. This is crazy. The games have taken over. But yeah, so. But I was gonna buy Mario tomorrow, and then stream it. But I'm gonna stream Roblox tomorrow because I didn't stream it today. And I'll buy Mario tomorrow. Probably if I go out and buy groceries, I'll stop by GameStop while I'm out. If not, I'll just buy it on Saturday. That's the thing too, like, we're going away to LA on Wednesday of next week. Like, I'm gonna stream it once and then probably, like, not stream it again. Like, I don't know. I'm like, part of me is like, why don't I just wait till I get back to even worry about Mario Wonder, to be honest. So I'll think it over. Are you guys looking at places? So kind of. So we thought our lease ended in like mid-December. So we were like, okay, we're gonna go out in October and you know, tour some places and sign a lease for something in like a mid-November move-in, and we'll move around Thanksgiving, and then, like, you know, we'll just pay rent in 2 places because it'll be like half a month's rent for December. But I want to double check and triple check. But apparently our lease actually ends January 31st. So now our trip is more gonna be like, yeah, we'll probably like look around, but more so just at like neighborhoods rather than like touring individual places. This is a place that we like really, really like, and it'll be like, hey, will you have openings in January? Can we look at your like demo unit if you have one ahead of time? And maybe like start working something out. But like it's become more of like a fun trip, which is kind of nice. I feel like we deserve that. So yeah, we won't be looking at places as much as we thought we were when we were booking the trip, but we'll still have plenty of fun stuff to do. We're gonna go to Horror Nights one night. We're gonna see the FNAF movie with Hannah and Mel, and go to Horror Nights with them. We're gonna do something else too, right, Hannah? Is there something else you asked us about? Was it a Pokemon thing? I think it was. Pokemon Koge. Yeah, it's like an exhibit, right? I think we're gonna go to that. We're having a Fortnite Halloween party. I gotta make my costume. I have all the stuff I need to make it. Although, my shoes are not very comfortable, so I might go shoe shopping and see if I can get a cheap pair of, like, any color Converse and then just spray paint them. Like white or gray or something like that. Because I bought these ones for 20 bucks on Amazon, and they're women's size 11, and they don't fit. They're too small. Like, I could grit and bear it through the party, but like, I'll be in pain. But thankfully Dallas can wear them. They'll fit him just fine, because his feet are a little smaller than mine. So I could just give them to him. Like, they're not going to go to waste, but I'm sad that they won't be very comfortable for my costume. So we'll see. I have a pair of red Converse back home in New York, but I don't really feel like getting my dad to overnight ship them to me. And like, with my luck with the post office lately, and like, I paid for overnight shipping on something last Friday, and it didn't get to my dad until yesterday. Like, I'm just so over it. Like, we weren't getting our mail for a while. I took a video. I'm honestly curious if it's grounds for breaking our lease, or at least being able to, like... I think we're gonna just use it as, like, if they try to pull shit with us about our security deposit, we'll save it for that. But we were walking around the other night. So first of all, our apartment complex was like, hey, we're having issues with the locks on the mailboxes. So we're going to be holding all mail in the front office. However, they didn't tell anybody they were holding the mail there until like 3 days into them doing it. So we're like, did our mail get fucking stolen? Like, what happened? Where's our packages? It's saying delivered. They're not there. So then they tell everybody, like, they have our mail. But, of course, because they waited so long, now there's just, like, a mountain of unorganized packages in the fucking leasing office. And it took them, like, 2 weeks to get it fixed. Which, like, I don't understand how, like, changing the locks on, at most, 10 post office boxes here at the complex would take 2 weeks to do. Like, 1 week at most, I would feel. This feels like priority number fucking 1. But no, they're like, we're going to be actually refilling the pool again, even though it's 60 degrees out and no one's in it. Like, it just drives me fucking crazy. But anyway, so most of our mail was getting delivered there, or like not delivered to us. And like, I already went on my rant about the package I was supposed to get. And then I went to the post office. That was the address that was on the back of the slip I received for, like, sorry we missed you. And they were like, yeah, we don't have it here. It's at a different post office. I don't know which one it is. So I'm assuming it just got returned to sender at this point. But anyway, so they're like, we fixed the mailboxes. Come get your packages. And going forward, they'll be in your mailbox. So anyway, the other night on our walk, we're walking around. And I see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, 8 different units, 8 different renters. They're all of every single fucking mailbox is open in the middle of the night with mail in there. Not ours, thankfully. But, like, that's 8 people that could very easily just have their mail fucking swiped. Because, like, they just didn't fucking close every single one of those P.O. boxes. They're not bursting at the seams. So, I took a video of it. And if they try to pull shit when we move here, I'll be like, you know, we never really bothered you about the roaches that live in our walls and crawl out of our electrical outlets because you don't know how to fumigate your building before people move into it. And I know this is not our fault because they were here when we moved in, and every review on your website mentions the bugs. We're not going to mention the water damage in our fucking ceiling from the unit above us. Like, you know, like, we didn't fucking come on your case for all these problems that are your fault. So let's not play pretend here about these fucking things you're probably trying to hold our security deposit over. Like, I've had my mail stolen twice while living here. Twice, because they don't install security cameras. And I've left nasty fucking voicemails on the phone at the leasing office. You know, I'm not screaming at people, but I'm like, hi, my mail was stolen. I really wish there was a way this could be resolved, like installing security cameras, but I guess not. Anyway, have a nice day. Like, that's basically how I would leave the emails. Yeah, this is for Rachel. Hi, Meme Phobic, how you doing? Enjoy your lurk. But yeah, I'm like, I'm so over it. I'm so fucking over this complex, which sucks because, like, I really like our unit. For the most part, there's like, the kitchen's a little small, no room has ceiling lights, so it could be very dark even with lamps. Like, we have a table lamp in our living room, and like that kind of lights it up. There's also only like one window in the living room, so like half the apartment is kind of just cast in shadow. I don't know. It's a little rough. But overall, like, I've been pretty happy here. Like, I like my office. I like our living room. It's pretty cozy. To be honest, I never turn on ceiling lights anyway because I always feel like they're not the right color. Yeah, but, like, having the option is nice, though. Especially when, like, I feel like the corners of our fucking place are just constantly cast in shadow, and it's really annoying. Oh, yeah, we plan, our dishwasher has not worked because I'm pretty sure the roaches that live in the fucking wall that I've seen nest behind our fucking fridge have taken over the dishwasher and just, like, ruined it, like, from the inside. But we just haven't had a chance to, like, get our apartment nice and clean, to, like, get the maintenance to come, and it's annoying with Ruby. It's like we had just been washing dishes by hand and dealing with it. But we definitely will let them know about it before we leave because it's whatever, but you know, it's annoying. Landlords are fucking the scum of the earth. Especially these leasing office companies that change management every 4 months. So, like, shit just gets left unanswered, and we also stopped calling maintenance after, like, the first 2 months of us living in our unit because shit was breaking and they fully were not showing up to fix it, so we had to fix it ourselves. So, like, that's another reason why we haven't even bothered to put in the call for the dishwasher, because they're probably not even gonna come. Like, our garbage disposal was broken and we put in a request for it and they never came. And then, like, 2 months later, they called me and they were like, "Hi, can I close this request? Is everything complete?" And we're like, "Well, nobody came. We fixed it ourselves." And she was like, "But can I mark it complete, though?" And I'm like, "I guess. Not thanks to you." Meme Phobic, thank you so much for the 28 months. Thank you. There's something else that I wanted to fucking bitch about, but I don't remember. 6 years ago, I called my building maintenance and let them know my mailbox lock wasn't working. And then someone came and watched as they fixed it for 5 minutes and then everything was fine. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really great how much sometimes they fucking they drag their fucking feet to fix something that takes 5 minutes. Warrior, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I really wish I remember what I was going to complain about. I just love fucking whining. Dallas did get his chair, yes. He's been building it tonight. In the living room. I might get the same one as him. Because my chair's kind of falling apart. Because I saved money by buying the, like, display model that everyone's fucking sitting in all the time at Staples. So, like, she's gone limp, honey. Like, this is annoying. And then also, the armrests are all chewed up because Ruby was 4 months old when I got this chair and was constantly chewing on it and ripping pieces off. So, you know, it's comfortable. It's definitely helped my lower back pain completely eradicated since I got this chair 2 years ago almost. Actually, over 2 years now. But I do think it's time to get a new one. So if I like Dallas's chair, I might buy the one that he got. I don't know what kind he got though. I wouldn't be able to tell you. He'll have an answer, I'm sure, on his next stream though. Get the crisscross chair TikTok is currently showing me every 5 TikToks. I'm sure I will get it now that I've said those words out loud. I'm sure I'll get it later today. In fact, let me open TikTok and go like 5 videos and see if I see it.
Keep on serving.
Get ready with. Do you know?
And there's more accent diversity.
Why is the yellow bottle always on photo?
No, I didn't get it. Damn. In fact, let me open TikTok. It's over. It's over. Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much for the 34 months. Bro, I need Illuminate to get me encounters faster. My mom bought mini versions of those drumstick ice creams in the fridge. At the bottom of the cone, the best part is so pathetically small. Oh, the fudge at the bottom of the cone is so pathetically small. I love those. I love those ice creams. Lately, I've been getting the M&M like chocolate ice cream sandwiches. Those have been my little treat, and I love them. You can get bags of just the bottom of the cones now. They listen to what the people are clamoring for. I have a question, which is, how do you feel about Warupichi's new makeup cart decluttering video, which is an indirect attack on your lack of such content? Well, I haven't watched it yet because I am a fake fan. I'll probably put that on tonight, actually, when Dallas and I need something to watch while we're laying in bed playing video games. Instead of Family Guy. That would be really great for my brain. Day 84 since the last dresser update. Shut up! Stop it! Stop! Stop! I'm so excited for her Faith VOD. I need to post mine before she posts hers. If I don't post mine before she posts hers, I'm a fucking loser, an idiot, which like we know, but but like it'll really be true. You played that like 20 months ago. No, 11 at minimum, at most, at maximum. Her upload is 50% complete. No! No! I'm so sad. I lost my train of thought. I forgot something that I was gonna bitch about. It's not worth trying to remind me, because it was like something I had on the side of my brain that was not something like somebody brought up. Like, it was just another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, well. I'm sure it'll come back to me. It had nothing to do with Pokemon, not Fortnite, Roblox. I kind of want to play Fortnite. I should see what the shop has today. Is it any good? I'm saving my Robux, my V-Bucks for Jack Skellington when he comes out, which like he doesn't come out till next week, so I'm not even gonna get to play as him during Halloween because I won't be home unless I play on the Switch. Like, why have they not put out the Halloween skins like a week and a half ago? Isn't ADHD fun? No. I think ADHD is absolutely a reason for why I have found success on the internet, because it has led me to have the eccentric and lovable quirks that I have that have brought people to me. However, it has really made it hard for me to continue to grow my online business, because if I don't write something down and have it on my dry erase board, I don't remember that I even wanted to do it. And I also struggle with task initiation, which causes me to not even do the things that I find joy in doing because they take longer than an hour to complete. So my brain goes, I'll do it later. Girl, I just zoned out, huh? Yeah, now that you have a big canvas with 100 games on it, you'll have an easier time. You know, I also had to make sure that that was on my bookmarks bar at like the very fucking top. Because if it was not in like if it was in the fucking little ellipses that you click to see more bookmarks, I'd never fucking check it. But I have right next to like all of my social media tabs, in all caps, games to stream. You should start setting alarms weeks in advance to start things. Yeah, I should. I love having 3 days of frantic marketing and then not being able to do it for months. Yeah, it sucks. I was working on a YouTube video, like a scripted video essay type thing on a couple different games. I was gonna do like a compilation video where I play a bunch of different games that have a similar theme. And I played through all the games, and I like took notes for some of the things I wanted to say, but I was in the process of like not taking certain medication and then like starting new ones. So like January to March of this year, I was a mess, bitch. I was a mess. And that was when I was working on the video, so I was like getting really frustrated. And like normally if I can kind of talk myself out of my self-doubt when I'm on medication, but because I was not at the time, I really was letting that inner saboteur take the reins. The fucking old lady that lives in my head and controls me was really preying on my downfall those months. So like I kind of didn't work on, I like went completely cold turkey and didn't keep working on the stuff I was working on because I was like, this sucks, this isn't funny, this isn't interesting, blah 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 blah. And now it's been so long since I worked on it that it almost feels like I'd be starting from scratch again, even though that's not true. But it's like, it feels like that in my brain, so I haven't done it. And like, I don't know, it's tough because I have a really hard time like managing my time, and I'm not really looking for tips on how to do it better because I just don't think, I just don't really want that. I'll figure it out at some point. But, you know, I stream multiple days a week and like that's my income. And like if I were to work on YouTube videos, like that would definitely be more of like considered a passion project, which like is fine. But I feel very like, I get stressed if I like don't stream at least 5 to 6 days a week, you know? And then on my off days, I genuinely want to take that time to like not do anything that feels like work because I don't want to burn out, because I have burnt out before and it sucks. So then like I'm not getting anything done. And then I get stressed because I'm like, oh, I need to be doing like YouTube videos and TikToks and editing YouTube shorts of my clips of my streams to get more people to show up to my streams so I can make more money in life and build a career. And it's just like, there's just so many things that just kind of like, I'm really bad at managing my time, and it's fun to make fun of them, but it also like, I do wake up in a cold sweat at 5 o'clock in the morning and like kind of have a panic attack about all the things that I want to do that I haven't started. And, it does stress me out, and I do feel very guilty, especially if I like miss a stream. I really like get on my fucking case about it and like beat myself up a little too much because it's not that serious, but I get very like, I'm like 15 minutes late, I'm an hour late to starting my stream for like the 3rd day in a row, like I'm a fucking idiot, blah blah blah, and like it's not that serious. But yeah, like I have so many things that I want to do. I'm very glad though that the one thing that I've been pretty consistent at this year, first of all, I did make a new YouTube video. I made a 30-minute fucking YouTube video about Sonic this year. and like even though it was in January, it still counts as this year, and like I worked on it for 3 consecutive months. Every freaking week I spent at least 2 days working on it for at least 3 to 4 hours at a time, and I worked on it and I finished it. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that, because that was my first video in like 6 or 7 years. So like, cheers to the next one. But you know, it is what it is. But I have been very consistent, especially in the later half of this year, about drawing. I haven't done a drawing stream every week, but I have drawn every week at least once. Especially lately, I've been like hanging out with friends on Discord and just like listening to them talk, and I've just like even just doodle, just like practicing stuff. I've been really trying to do that, and I'm very proud of myself for that, because getting into digital art is something I wanted to do for a really long time. And then like I got very discouraged at the beginning because it was very hard for me to like adapt to it, and it almost felt like I was starting from scratch from learning again about even just how to draw. So now I feel like I'm at the point where I kind of understand how to draw digitally, that I can like start working on my actual drawing abilities again, and like learning how to draw anatomy and hands. Like that's all things that I'm like, okay, like it doesn't feel weird to me to be drawing in a fucking app anymore with a stylus. Like it's second nature to me now to draw with stuff, especially now that I have some brushes that I like. Like, okay, now it's time to like start practicing figure drawing and different types of art and stuff, different styles. So, you know, so I'm very proud of myself for that. I go through waves of my consistency with my archive channel, but I would say for the most part, I've been pretty consistent with that. I'd like to get back to a point where I was like scheduling, like, this year, I was on the fucking ball. Like, I would be like, it's January 1st, I have videos scheduled for every day until, like, mid-February. And then I would schedule a bunch more VODs. I've been kind of bad about that lately. I do try to post my VODs of my, like, story playthroughs, like Paper Mario and Kingdom Hearts. Like, I've been doing those pretty consistently still, but I have fallen behind a little bit on that. I have, like, 10 Zelda VODs and stuff. Like, I gotta spend, like, a good day just, like, doing that and making thumbnails again. But you know, it's easy for me to like beat myself up about all the things that I want to do that I haven't done. Make fun of me about the voice acting classes I still haven't done. I've heard enough. But you know, it's not that big a deal at the end of the day. Like, okay, well, just try harder next time, and if you don't, try harder next time. Like, it's, you know, but easier said than done. Thank you, Mini Una, I appreciate it. I haven't practiced writing or been able to land a job in writing since I graduated college in 2022, and I also get those moments of panic about not doing anything. That's very real. From an outsider's perspective, even just reading that sentence, I'm like, it's only a year. Like, if it was maybe like 30 years and you hadn't even like written for fun, like not even like getting a professional job, then I would start to be a little concerned. But like, it's a year. Like, don't sweat it, you know, it'll come, especially for creative stuff. Like, sometimes it's good to like force yourself to just like get into it. And even if you don't like what you made, like, I'll draw sometimes, and I'll just not like anything that I did. Or, like, even making thumbnails for, like, videos. Like, for my VOD channel, like, I spent, like, an entire day making a ton of thumbnails, and then I hated them. And then the next day I just did it again, and I liked it better. But just, like, the fact that I was sitting there doing it alone is like, okay, I did it, and I didn't like it, so I had to do it again. But, like, at least I did it, you know? But, like, don't beat yourself up. Like, it's very hard to do stuff, especially, like, if it's creative stuff that is also stuff that's gonna pay your bills. I think that's a big part of, like, the pressure. Because, like, especially, from, like, some of the research I've done of, like, watching, like, licensed professionals talk about it, for a lot of people with, like, ADHD, and certain other neurodivergencies as well, but I can only really speak for ADHD because that's all I've really seen. It's very, like, common phenomenon for, like, the minute something feels like something you have to do, even if it's something you know you're gonna love, like for me, it could be like literally games that I really like Tears of the Kingdom. But the minute I start feeling like, oh my god, I gotta play Tears of the Kingdom, it's been like 2 weeks since I played it, like I gotta do it, suddenly my brain's like, oh, I don't want to do it, you know? It's very weird. Or like drawing. Like, I love drawing. I love streaming when I draw and everything. But sometimes, like, the feeling of, like, the pressure of, like, oh my god, I have to draw. Like, it really sucks. It really sucks to, like, get that weird, like, disconnect in your brain of, like, well, I don't want to do it because now it feels like I have to. And it's annoying. It's very annoying because, like, for a long time, it really made me confused about my entire life. Because, like, I definitely had depression for a long time. And untreated, undiagnosed depression for, like, years. Years and years and years. But I had school to worry about, and then I was, like, doing YouTube in my free time, and then I had, like, a very turbulent, abusive home life that was also, like, kind of just, I always had something to, like, focus on. And then once, like, things started to slow down a bit more, I came out of the closet as gay, and, like, that was not even remotely on my brain anymore, taking up brain space. I wasn't in school anymore. Also just a reminder that I'm gay, as if anyone, like, I needed to specify that I came out as gay, as, like, what, like, really, as if it's not fucking obvious. But, like, you know, I had all these things that used to distract me from my depression and anxiety, like school and being closeted, and, like, as much as it sucks, like, my abusive stepmom and, like, her and my dad and fighting and with them and everything, like, that was definitely something that kept me from focusing on my own fucking self-hatred, you know, because I was so busy thinking about how much I hated her, you know? So, like, once, like, I was done with high school and, like, I didn't go to college and, like, I was just home by myself all day for hours, like, and then YouTube suddenly was like, this is my job. I definitely didn't post as much because it, like, I had that sort of executive dysfunction sort of thing in my brain. But also, like, I was very depressed, and it only got worse as I spent more time alone without people to talk to every day, and, you know, continued that really horrible intrusive thought OCD cycle that I was trapped in for 3 years. And it really made me confused about what I even wanted to do with my life, because I was like, how am I not able to bring myself to make these videos? Because not only was I, like, having a lot of confidence issues in what I was making, I was also having those, like, sort of, like, task initiation problems and stuff like that. And it was really making me think, like, am I lying to myself? It's, like, this thing that I've been doing for years, like, even streaming, too. Like, just all these things that I, like, for so long were, like, core aspects of who I thought I was and my interests and how I spend my time. Suddenly, like, I can't even bring myself to do them. Like, does that mean I hate them? And that's not true. I think it's just, you know, now that I'm out of it, I can realize, like, yeah, I have my own anxieties, but I still want to do them. It's just hard to get myself to focus on them, especially on things like editing, video editing, and script writing. That can be, like, really fucking monotonous, tedious, and hard. It's fucking hard. So, like, that is hard for my brain to stay engaged with it and talk myself out of, like, this sucks, this isn't funny, this isn't entertaining, nobody wants to watch this. Because I'm like, because the ideas are just not flowing that day. You know, it's tough. It's very tough to snap out of it. So, people don't realize how long editing takes. Yeah, it's so, especially creative edits. Yeah, like, I have a look for how I want everything to be in my brain when I'm editing, and if it doesn't, like, look like that, Like, even just, like, getting text to appear on screen in a certain way. Like, whether it's, like, a little animation when it pops up, like, it just pops into frame, and or just, like, picking like, when I was making my Sonic video, like, I'm not, like, crazy zoom-ins and explosion sound effects. Like, that was never my style, but, like, I kind of wanted, like, a new cut of gameplay or something for every sentence, or even every sentence fragment that I said, because it just keeps the video going and is, like, visually interesting. And it's very tedious to look through hours of footage and then wait for your computer to load said footage so then you can, like, find it. And it's really exhausting. And then especially if you're looking for footage of, like, a specific thing, and, like, I typically, like, if there's, like, something I know, like, I need, like, if I used to take notes when I would record games, and for, like, gameplay videos and YouTube videos and stuff, and I would take notes of timestamps in, like, my screen recorder of, like, okay, at 2 hours and 43 minutes, I fought this boss, and this glitch happened, and I wanted to talk about it. So that way I can go through my footage easily and find it. And sometimes I either don't think to do that, because I'm an idiot, or the timestamp does not sync up for some reason. So then I'm fucking, like, looking through, like, 7-hour video files to find 10 seconds of content for the video, and it's just so exhausting. It's so annoying. And I hate that part. And, like, hearing, like, I'm sure Hannah can relate to this, because she's a podcast editor. And, like, I'm pretty sure you edit your own, like, podcasts as well that you do, Hannah, right? But you mostly edit other people's. Yeah. So, like, not only, like, does Hannah get this from, like, hearing other people, like, video editing is literally, like, somebody saying, hey, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about XYZ. You hear that 30,000 fucking times. And not only that, you hear, hey, welcome, hey, welcome, hey, welcome, hey, welcome. And then, like, when you're scrubbing through the audio bar, it's, hey, welcome to the show. And it's like, oh my god, it's like that for hours. And it's so, like, it drives me fucking crazy. Especially when I'm hearing myself talk like that. Because then it's like, oh my god, does this guy ever fucking shut up? And then, like, especially if it's something that I, like, wrote to be funny, and then I hear it 150 times, and suddenly not only do I hate myself, it is also the most unfunny thing I've ever fucking said in my entire life. Which is why I love streaming, because I say it, and I don't get to think about it, and I don't hear it back afterwards, and it's just out there, and I get the immediate dopamine rush of of people giggling and cackling to the stupid things that I say. And it's like so much more, like, fulfilling for me in terms of, like, doing comedic stuff. And so that's why I really like streaming more so. Like, that's kind of why when I started streaming, I stopped making YouTube videos as much, because, like, I just had a lot more confidence in myself on stream. Not only that, I was also, like, making more money. Like, I've never in my life from YouTube ads ever made more than $1,000. Like, I've come close. I made, like, 900 one month. But, like, even back in the day when I was posting way more often, like, multiple times a month, I never made that much. But then with Twitch, it's like I get subscribers that are, like, a fixed revenue that I can expect, and, like, it's a lot more consistent in income and livable. So, like, that pulled my attention as well. And I've toyed with the idea. I think what was an issue for me for a really long time was I kind of always felt, especially because I was so much younger than a lot of the other people that I was like talking to all the time and making videos alongside, I always kind of felt like I had to prove myself a lot. Prove that I deserved my following, prove that I was just as funny and interesting as them, and like, even if like not all of them, some of them who I don't talk to anymore did kind of knock me down a peg a lot in ways that I absolutely did not deserve, and did try to like make me feel like shit. But I would say a vast majority of them always like were very kind to me. But you know, it's still pressure that I felt on myself, and that's tough, you know. But I was really like, especially because my videos were really the only like sort of creative output that I was doing on the internet. You know, I wasn't doing art, and I wasn't streaming and stuff like that. So like the only way that like people got to see me or hear from me was from my videos. So my videos, I wanted to be everything under the fucking sun of my personality. I wanted to be analytical about games, but I also wanted to be funny and lighthearted, and like I tried to do so much stuff, and then I would like really get upset with myself if like it wasn't hitting all of those check boxes, and that was really difficult. And I think the thing I wanted most of all was for people to think I'm funny, which, thank you, Cherry Bell. Like that mattered so much to me. And like now I know I'm funny, like I know I am. Yeah, even if some of you don't think so. Like you will soon. And you know what that means, you'll have to find out. But you know, I've definitely gotten a lot more confidence in myself as time has gone on, and I don't really feel the need to prove that as much anymore. So I think if I don't have that sort of pressure on myself to like, I gotta be funny in my YouTube videos so people think I'm funny, I'm like, I know I'm funny. And like the wetsies, the hardcore wetsies that are here every fucking day, whether they like it or not, they know I'm funny, even if you hate to admit it. And you know I'm funny. I dare you to make everyone laugh right now. No, I won't. In fact, I'm not a circus animal here to perform for you. I'm my own person. Hi, Rudy. You just want to wrestle with my hand a little bit? But I think that, like, not putting the pressure on myself to, like, make a funny YouTube video because it doesn't, I think is really important. And, like, I don't think that the Sonic video is like, I did not go into it trying to make it a funny video, but I think that there are parts of it that like, I crack some jokes, some funny lines, I think, just in like my delivery of lines and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think it's a very good video. And like, that's enough. Like, that's all it needs. Like, I don't need to worry about it too much. Yeah, I think now that like, that I don't have that pressure of like my videos need to like be everything I want my online life to be in one thing, I think that would help a lot in terms of getting stuff done. Like, I don't need to worry about the video being funny the minute I open Google Docs and write a fucking outline of bullet points. Like, the bullet points don't have to be funny. If I think of something funny while recording or editing, I'll put it in. But if I don't, it doesn't mean that I'm not funny. You know, because this one video I made is a little bit more serious. Like, I think that's very important for me to remember, and that's something I've only really thought about in the last 15 minutes. So, haven't had a lot of time to put it into practice yet, but I'll get to it. Hello, Mandome. Like, I'm making groundbreaking discoveries about how to make content very recently, but I'll get to it. I promise. I'll start putting it into motion, you know, in a couple months after I move and I'm settled and I have a job. I'll get to it eventually. You know, once I do all these things, you know, whatever. Also, it helps also that I'm I'm sorry. Like, I can't not laugh at my own jokes. Because they're funny. They're funny, bitch. Like, even if you're not laughing like I am, and I know that that's probably really annoying for some people. Like, everyone makes fun of Jimmy Fallon for laughing at his own jokes, but, like, mine are funny. But mine are funny, though. Like, like, it's a different vibe. Sorry. You laughing at your own jokes in honesty is what makes it funnier sometimes. Thank you. Now I'm gonna just want to do it more. What if after you move, you do an unpacking stream where you just keep everything you own in boxes? Where you don't, sorry. You wrote dong, so I just had to read it, because as you know, Anne, I love reading everything you write exactly how it's written, so I just had to do it. Just start playing a laugh track instead after every joke. Okay. I have one. You're so brave. Thank you. What if you replied to my comment that you just read instead of reading out the words and then moving on? See, in my head, I did respond to it, but I didn't say it. The answer is no. I don't want to do that. Actually, since like, part of the reason why I didn't unpack a lot of my shit when we moved into this place was because I honestly thought we were gonna like break our lease after 6 months and move to California. But then that didn't happen, and then I just, whatever. But in the next place, like, Dallas and I are like, okay, when we moved to this place, when we first moved in, we spent a lot of money and time adjusting to life here, paying rent, and getting things we need, like kitchen utensils, bowls, pots, pans, like stuff like that. And like some stuff, but not crazy. Like, we got a TV, we needed a TV, we needed a TV stand and everything. We got some of that stuff. We moved into this place. We continued to flesh out a little bit more. We got a coffee table, we got a new couch that we love, and it's gonna be our couch for as long as we fucking have it. Like, we love our couch. So now that we've like gotten really the basics of furniture, we have started to dabble into decor. We have a bunch of giant Pokemon plushes that we've been using on the couch instead of pillows, and we're very grateful that Ruby has not tried to chew them up, which is great because she used to destroy our couch cushions and we didn't have any. But she's not in that terrible twos phase as I thought she would be. She's a big girl now. She's a grown-up puppy. She's a babe. She's an adult puppy. She's been pretty good about the plushies, so we've been decorating a little bit more. We have a little bookshelf with our Wi-Fi router and a lamp on it and some Halloween decorations. Like, we're excited for the next place because it's like, okay, now like we have a lot of our furniture. Now we can spend some money on like decorations, like wall frames and stuff like that. Okay, but where's your chandelier made out of giant plastic crayons? That sounds amazing. Dallas would fucking kill me. But Dallas gets so mad, and he really fucking paints my opinions in a completely negative light. But we'll go to IKEA, and when we're walking around, some of the IKEA kids' furniture fucking eats. And he's like, you're crazy. You're scary that this is cute to you. This is weird. Like, this is baby furniture. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but sometimes happiness is a mirror that's shaped like a cloud. Like, stop. Sometimes happiness is a bath rug that is shaped like a sunflower. Like, like, let me live, okay? But yeah, our taste is, we have to meet in the middle and stuff. I have a lamp in the living room. I'll take a picture of it. So, like, we have to meet in the middle. So, like, all of our furniture is, like, black. But I did convince him to let me get this funky lamp from Goodwill, which I did. It's like a brick color, and I don't like the brick, so I bought like a wine red, like a nice dark red, like sports car red color to spray paint it instead, because it's also like chipped at the base in the back. But yeah, this was like an amazing find to me. I was so obsessed with it at Goodwill. Excuse me. I'll be right back. She's got zoomies. She wants to go on a walk. You want to go on a walk? Okay, what encounters am I at? Let me go to 1200. I'm at 1132. It'll probably be like 10 more minutes. And then we're gonna walk Ruby. I'll put my sweatpants on. It'll be nice and chilly. I'm so excited. It went from 95 degrees every day. And then suddenly it was like, okay, 62 is the high, which is so lovely. Although today was a little warm. It was like in the mid 70s today. Ruby's so good about the plush. You know, the big ones, the little ones, she's a little sneak. Sitting cutie sized things, I feel like she thinks are fair game. But the giant Mimikyu, Gengar, Dragonite, and Slowpoke that we currently have on our couch that are like 2 feet tall each, she doesn't care. Even when we're not home, we watch on the camera, she just lays with them. But little things that she didn't even destroy this, she just picked it up and ran away with it, like. And then as soon as I took it from her, she dropped it for me. She really just wanted me to chase her. She wanted to play today. That's why she did that. But yeah, I'm very surprised. Like, she goes after Dallas's amiibos sometimes if they fall on the floor. But that's only, again, when she's like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. But, like, she doesn't go after any of my shit. She went after, like, 2 things that I owned a year ago. She destroyed a Daisy figure that was, like, $5 at Target. I bought a new one. And she destroyed a Dr. Eggman figure that was also like this big, and I didn't buy a new one of that because I was like, oh, whatever, I'll find it again, and I never found it. But that was also like only $5. So like she's actually pretty great about my figures on my shelf and stuff. But I'm very excited for our next place. We really want to like take care of it and keep it clean and stay on top of like not having clutter on our counters and stuff like that like we currently have. We're pretty bad about like just junk. Like it's not, you know, we're a little lazy because we don't have to entertain. We don't have to worry about people coming over and judging us, you know. We don't have people to hang out with. So like I think we'll be much better about it when we have friends to come over, and like we will want it to be cute, you know, for them, and then it'll then be cute for us too, because it's very easy to not have to worry about, you know, the fucking stack of dishes in the sink for 2 days because you're not inviting friends over. Mel walking in, what the fuck? If only you had a 75-minute Waluigi video to guide you through the cleaning. I'm telling you, the minute we get home from that walk with Ruby, I want to go into the bedroom and watch it. And I'll continue hunting. I'm like changing the route every so often. And I'm doing horde hunts in Omega Ruby on one game. I was doing the Fiery Path because you can get Coughing, Slugma, and Numel. And none of them know moves that can like kill themselves or the other Pokemon. They're very weak. And those are all great shinies. Then I decided to switch, so now I'm doing Spoink and Machop on the Jagged Pass. I'm probably going to do Sandshrew once I get into the desert. But yeah, it's cool. I was originally just going to like just use my shiny Minun and just play through the game with like a normal team and then Minun. But then I got that random Roselia. And I was like, well, now I have 2. Like, I might as well just get a full team of shinies. Not a badge quest, but like, you know, casually do horde encounters every night while we watch TV, and I'll end up getting it eventually, because I got the Minun in like less than 100. Seeing 5 Pokemon at a time. You know. Horde encounters are great. I forgot how fun it is to get shinies from that. Because it's just so quick, but they're still full odds, and it doesn't feel... And, like, it's not like a method like Poker Radar where you really have to focus. I got so many shinies from Horde battles in X and Y back in the day, because I would do EV training through them. Like, I probably have, like, 4 Trevenant. But I never really did a lot of it in Oros, so I only got, like, a handful of shinies in Omega Ruby. I got an Eevee and a Swablu. I think I did Dex Nav for both of them, which takes so long and is not worth it. And then I got a Zigzagoon from a Horde, and I think that was it. Oh, and I got my shiny. So in the beginning of Omega Ruby, there's like a tutorial on how to use the Dex Nav feature. And there's like a Poochyena that like is part of the tutorial. And the Poochyena, for me, was shiny. And I was able to catch it, because I had Pokeballs at that point. And that's the Poochyena I used in my Teal Mask stream. I sent it up to Pokemon Home. So that was another shiny that I got. But yeah, Oros I played through once, and it was really hard for me to even get myself to even finish it when that game came out, because I was so bitter boots about the Battle Frontier that like it completely, like, I didn't care about any of it. And now as I'm replaying Omega Ruby, I'm talking to NPCs, and they have some cute little dialogue, and you know, the gyms are cute. They really did a good job of like giving the gym leaders a little bit more personality and stuff. Like, I'm noticing the good parts now that I have horrible games like Scarlet Violet to be like, it could be worse. It could be worse. Now, what's this about gooning? I literally, like, when I first started seeing people talk about gooning on Twitter, I was like, is this a slur? Like, it felt really like, I don't know if people, I don't know what this fucking word is, but I don't like it. And now I just think it's funny. Battle Frontier is absolutely a fair criticism, but I was so upset about it that, like, it made me so pissed the entire time playing through that game that, like, I didn't even want to finish it. Like, I really had to push myself to finish it just to be able to say that I did. Oh, absolutely, Joshua. I can't take it seriously. I can't take people who, like, identify as doing that seriously. Gooning, you don't know what that is. Honestly, you're better off. I just wanted to see Lucy and Tucker in 3D. Yeah, I also, like, the Battle Frontier is just so cool. It's just so cool. And it's very hard. It's really, really difficult in Gen 3 because you basically need to have a properly EV trained team to do it. And I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to, like, play through Emerald, train up some, like, breed for natures, and then EV train And like I could just speed it up in an emulator to get through the grinding. But like really try to build a team, because I think it'd be really fun, especially with like limited Gen 3 Pokedex. But it's just a time sink. So I was so excited at the idea of having the Battle Frontier in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because EV training was so much easier in Gen 6, and I had so many Pokemon that I would have been excited to use for it, especially Mega Evolutions. Like, I just thought it would have been really cool, and like it just really felt like they hate their fans. The fact that they didn't do it, like, it really, I'm still mad about it. I'm still upset about it, because it really was like the beginning of everything I've hated about every Pokemon game, even ones I love, like Sun and Moon. I love Sun and Moon, but like it still has those like epic Game Freak moment in terms of like post-game content. I think the only Battle Frontier I ever did as a kid that I like beat, ironically, was one of the more difficult ones, the Battle Pike. I think I only got the silver symbol. But somehow my Sceptile that only knew Absorb, Mega Drain, Giga Drain, and Leaf Blade fucking demolished. I was so stupid as a kid. I would have my Pokemon know like all the fucking same types of moves. Like my Blaziken would know like Blaze Kick, Fire Punch, like Fire Blast, and Flamethrower. Like, so Ash Sceptile coded. God, I love his Sceptile. I've been really wanting to rewatch Gen 3 stuff. Like, I've wanted to rewatch Destiny Deoxys, and now I'm like, what if I just did a double feature, either with friends or by myself, and watched Jirachi Wishmaker? Part of me is like, oh, why did it just switch? Part of me is like, what if I just, sometimes if I wanted to watch something, I just like go to my Discord and I just fucking stream it. And like, if people are around at the time, they can just show up. Cause sometimes I'm watching something, I'm like, cause I love when David does like watch parties and stuff on his Discord, and like he just has like a chat box where people are just typing and like making jokes. I love that when he does that, and I'm like, I should just do that. I wouldn't be like talking to people. I would have everybody muted. I don't even want to hear my own voice, but like just chatting as if I'm like streaming it on here could be kind of nice. You'd have to make a voice channel. So I do have one. I do have a voice channel. For the few times that I've done that with tier 2 and 3 subs, I have a voice channel where nobody can speak, and it's only open when I say it's open, and stuff like that. And I'm the only one that can screen share. Like, I have it all set up. I just haven't really done it because I haven't thought of anything I wanted to watch. And like, I want to make sure people are available for it. But if it's something I just do more casually, like, hey, I want to watch this movie, but I'm not going to be on call or streaming it or anything. Like, who wants to watch this movie with me in 10 minutes? Like, I could just do that. That is funny to me that you don't want to talk, because I constantly want to react to everything out loud, but I don't want to do it in Discord because it feels burdensome. See, I love fucking talking, especially when I'm like watching stuff with friends. Like sometimes I'm like, I need to shut up. So I'll like mute my microphone so I don't like comment on every little fucking thing and talk over the plot. But if I were streaming it with like people that I don't know, or like viewers, like I would feel weird just being the only one talking. I guess it would just be kind of the same thing as my streams. Like I could just have like my OBS streamed to Discord and just like have it be a private thing. And I'm not opposed to it, but I sometimes like the idea of just like being able to sit in the dark and like not talk and like not barely even chat and just read other people's funny remarks. I don't know. So if you did streams like that, would it be limited to other tier subs? I think for more casual stuff, the only reason why I limited it was because Discord only lets like a maximum of 50 people watch a screen share. So I was like, well, if I have to limit it, I'm gonna limit it to people who are like on those higher tier subscriptions, just because if Twitch isn't gonna let me give them extra emotes than what they already get, like, let me try to do something else. But the few times I did it, like 2 people would show up because I don't have that many higher tier subs anyway. But also like people just, you know, they're not free at the same times as other people, like different time zones, whatever, jobs. So like I just kind of stopped doing it because it would be like me and 4 people, which is fun. But I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep doing this because it's not something that many people were showing up for. But I think if I were to do it like more casually, not like, hey, let's pick a day 2 weeks in advance, and if people want to make it, they can make it. Like if it's something like, at everyone, I'm gonna watch this in 30 minutes. First come, first serve to the call, then you get to watch the movie. Like that, I feel a little bit more comfortable letting anybody join because it's like, well, it is what it is. I could, if I really was like, I really need to make it so more people can watch, I could do something where I like have multiple accounts in the same call, streaming the same movie, and then like everyone just watches whatever screen share is available. But like I think that's only something I would do if I had like at minimum like 100 people watching, because I would think the most that would probably show up for something like that is like 30. But I don't know. But I would like to do it, so I'll think about it. Maybe on one of my off days during the day, I'll just be like, hey, I'm watching something while I make thumbnails. If you want to watch this movie with me, I'll at everybody. I'll come if you watch Dance Moms. I won't watch Dance Moms without Dallas, and we watch Dance Moms in the couch in the living room. So it would have to be episodes that I've seen already, which I'm open to watching again because it's that entertaining. So I would probably watch season 1. Jimmy, I have an anime recommendation for you. What is it? Live viewing of Where Have All the Children Gone? Not for this, but just like for you. Oshinoko. Okay, I'll look it up. Ooh, very colorful. Yeah, maybe we'll watch it. I know Dallas has been wanting to watch more anime stuff, and myself as well. We need to catch up on Spy Family. We watched like the first half of season 1 that was dubbed, and now I know there's more episodes. And I was thinking about it because there was Anya plushies at Barnes & Noble today. I did not buy one because I don't really need to be spending money right now on stuff like that, but it was very cute, and it reminded me, oh yeah, I gotta watch that. Can we watch Oppenheimer, please? Please. Dallas today, Killer Clowns from Outer Space was free on YouTube, and I remember that movie's like VHS cover scaring the shit out of me as a kid at Blockbuster for like a week. I could not stop thinking about it. And then he put it on today, and oh my god, not only are the costumes of the clowns not even remotely close to how scary they are on the cover, like I did not realize how not scary that movie is. Like it fully is like a Drag Race acting challenge level of like both acting ability and like production. I'm like, oh, this is like not as scary as my childhood self thought it was. So we didn't finish watching. I fell asleep and I think he turned it off, but that would be something I would be like, what if we just watched that? I've been wanting to watch the Elvira movie. And again, it's one of those things where like I can do Twitch watch parties for stuff, but it's kind of hard to set up, and not everybody could be there. And I also think that, like, there's a delay of, like, my reactions to the video are a couple seconds behind the stream that we're all watching together. What if you started a second channel where you illicitly watch copyrighted content? Okay, but wait a minute. Like, Dark Jimby? Wait a minute. I raid myself? Yeah, call the channel Empershan 2. All Caseytron does is watch copyrighted content. True. But didn't she just recently get, like, banned for 48 hours? I don't have enough subs on Twitch that I think I could handle not being able to stream for 2 days. I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. I have done streams where I just watch stuff. But anyway, I'll think it over. I'm willing to... I think the idea of, like, a second Twitch channel where I do that shit is fucking funny. And every time it gets banned, I just keep making new ones. But I also, you know, now that I think about it, streaming to Discord at random points, either I'm on camera or I'm not, and I just have like a movie here and I'm just hanging out, like that could be fun too. Because sometimes I am watching something, I'm like, God, I just thought of something so funny and I wish I could fucking say it and react to it on stream. Unless someone reports it for the copyright owner, or the copyright owner is actually scanning the internet for content violations, you'll be fine. Okay. I'll make sure to delete the VODs too, before I even start doing it. So that way there really is no evidence of me streaming full movies to my Twitch. Okay. Did you find shiny? I did not. Not in this game, but I did find a Roselia yesterday. But that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go walk Ruby and then watch fucking TV or something.
Yeah, baby, we're gonna go for a walk. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Okay. Bye everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. I will play Roblox tomorrow. I think I'm literally just gonna like look up horror on Roblox and just play anything that shows up. Like, I'll just, like, write down I have other ideas, like, I want to play some games that have been recommended to me, but I think it'd be fun to literally just, like, type in Pokémon, and then just see what shows up and play it. Especially if it's bad, it'll be hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna raid David, he's playing Cobblemon. So yeah, out. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I feel like we had a great chat. It's always the streams that I'm on days that I don't think I'm going to stream at all, or like I'm playing, like I'm just shiny hunting, that I just spill my guts. I enjoyed our conversation today, which was mostly me talking to, about myself. Love it. Okay, bye everybody. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night.